Hi everyone, this is Shravani. Welcome to my channel and CERT Made Easy. In the previous video, we covered some questions of January 2021 Child Development and Pedagogy Paper 2, and in this video, we'll cover the remaining ones. Which of the following is a correctly matched pair of type of intelligence and end state performance possibility as per Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences? Type of intelligence and end state performance possibility. Linguistic, sculpture, bodily kinesthetic, athlete, spatial, therapist, intrapersonal, salesperson. Here they gave types of intelligence and the end state possibility, and we have to find the correctly matched pair. So the person with linguistic intelligence will have a good ability to learn and the use language. So the person with linguistic intelligence is a poet or a writer, and he is not a sculpture. The sculpture should have the spatial intelligence. He should know to manipulate the objects mentally. So linguistic intelligence means he is a poet or a writer, and this is wrong. Bodily kinesthetic, athlete. Bodily kinesthetic is a person who can learn more easily by doing, exploring and discovering, and he is a athlete. Bodily movements, he is having a good body movements, then he is an athlete. This is the right one. Third one is spatial intelligence. The person with spatial intelligence is a therapist. Spatial intelligence means the person who can manipulate the objects mentally, and it is not the therapist. The spatial intelligence person is a sculpture. So here spatial intelligence person is not therapist, and this is also the wrong one. And fourth one, intrapersonal and salesperson. The person with this intrapersonal intelligence should know or should understand or should be aware of their own emotional state, feelings and motivations. So intrapersonal intelligence persons are psychologists, philosophers, poets, writers and scientists. And the salesperson should have the interpersonal intelligence, and the therapist should have the interpersonal relationships. Intra means self, inter means with others. So our the right option is second one. Question number 22. According to Lev Vygotsky, option number 1, children's cognitive development occurs in stages. Option number 2, maturation of schemas leads to cognitive development in children. Option 3, language plays an important role in cognitive development of children. Option 4, children learn language through a language acquisition device. According to Lev Vygotsky, children's cognitive development occurs in stages. This was told by the Jean Piaget. Lev Vygotsky did not give any stages. Maturation of schemas leads to the cognitive development in children. Schemas word was also given by the Jean Piaget. Language plays an important role in cognitive development of the children. Yes, he told that language is a very important thing to develop cognitively. So he, and also his theory name is socio-cultural theory. So he says that the social interactions are very important for the cognitive development. And our option is 3, and the option 4, children learn language through language acquisition device. Language acquisition device, this was told by Noam Chomsky, and option 3 is the right one. Next, question number 23. A child-centered classroom is one in which 1. The teacher uses rewards and punishments to direct children's behavior. 2. The teacher is flexible and caters to the needs of individual children. 3. The teacher uses the textbook as the only source of knowledge. 4. The teacher segregates the children based on their abilities. In a child-centered classroom, how it will be? How the child-centered classroom will be? The teacher uses rewards and the punishments are, these terms are used in the operant conditioning theory of the B.F. Skinner, and in the child-centered classroom they won't use any type of rewards and the punishment, because here the child is free to learn. Here the child discover, and the child is motivated, so no need of any punishments and the rewards. It is wrong. The teacher is flexible. Yes, in the child-centered classroom the teacher is flexible. What the teacher will meet the needs of the individual children. The teacher will understand, or the teacher will try to know the needs of the each and every child. So the option 2 is the right one. The teacher uses the textbook as only source. Here the only source is the wrong one. The teacher will be using many resources other than the textbook. So option 3 is the wrong one. The teacher segregates the children based on their abilities. See here, the segregation is the wrong one. Segregates. We should never segregate the children based on their abilities. So option 2 is the right answer. 24. According to which theorist, cultural tools plays an important role in cognitive development of their children? Option 1, Albert Bandura. 2, B.F. Skinner. 3, Lev Vygotsky. 4, Jean Piaget. Whenever we see cultural tools and the cognitive development, it is Lev Vygotsky. Lev Vygotsky's theory name is socio-cultural theory. And Albert Bandura gave the social theory, social learning theory, and B.F. Skinner gave the operant conditional theory, and Jean Piaget gave the cognitive development theory, and he didn't give the importance to the socio-cultural interactions or the tools. It is option number 3 is the right one. Next, question number 25. An effective classroom strategy to reduce gender stereotyping and broadening developmental possibilities for all sexes is: option 1, forming same-sex ability groupings. Option 2, forming mixed-sex activity groups and promote discussions. Option 3, to ignore and dismiss biological differences among the sexes. 4, to reinforce gender roles as portrayed in the society. So, what is an effective strategy to reduce the gender stereotyping and to broaden the developmental possibility of all sexes? All sexes should develop and the gender stereotyping should reduce. So, what is an effective classroom strategy we can use to do this? Gender stereotyping means it is nothing but a fixed idea people have about a gender. It is a fixed idea. So, how can we reduce that? Forming same ability grouping means grouping children or the students by their potential. So by doing this, it does not reduce the gender stereotyping. So option 1 is wrong. Forming mixed sex activity groups and promote discussion. See, whenever a gender stereotyping question comes, the discussion is the very best classroom strategy to reduce the gender stereotyping and to broaden the development possibilities of all the sexes. So option 2 is the right one. And third one, to ignore and dismiss biological differences. Here, ignore and dismiss. Whatever the problems that are faced in the society or in the classroom should never be ignored by the teacher. So option 3 is the wrong answer. To reinforce the gender roles as portrayed in the society. See, here reinforce means we are encouraging. So encouraging the gender roles by the society is not the best strategy to reduce the gender stereotyping. So option 4 is also the wrong one. 2 is the right option. I hope you enjoy the session. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.